can't even believe that my baby is potty trained and that we are about to have an episode on it. Like, it's so crazy. Just like, oh, how quickly things happen and how fast they grow and all the things. But we are talking about potty training today. Obviously, like right off the top, I'm not a parenting expert. I'm not a potty training expert. I'm just a mom who potty trained their daughter and wants to share what worked really well, how I knew she was ready, just like the things we did, the stuff that we bought that was really helpful, and how it worked for us. Because obviously every single person is different. When everybody is going to be potty trained, when they're ready, is going to be totally different depending on their development, just everything, right? Like there's no right or wrong. But I do want to share what worked for us because it was seamless. Like truly, it was not stressful. It was like very seamless process. And so I want to help you in case you're in the stage of life and you want some advice on it, right? Again, not a parenting expert. Okay. So for context, Madison is 2.5. Well, she'll be 2.5 next month. So she's a little less than 2.5 at the time that I'm recording this. And we potty trained her. She's been potty trained for about a week now. No, a little over a week. And she was ready. So like, this is the biggest thing is like, and I'll tell you how I knew she was ready. But if you are debating, starting to potty train, really let your child lead on when to start potty training. Don't let the timing lead, like, oh, she's 2 or he's 2 or 2.5. Like, oh, I got to do it now. Unless like maybe you need to for like daycare or something, like that's totally different. But, or like, oh, my friend's daughter is a little older and she's potty trained, or a little younger and she's already potty trained. So now I have to, like, that is just going to, in any area of motherhood, gonna really fuck you up. Like it just really is. Like it's not a race. Everybody is doing things at a different pace. It doesn't make you right or wrong, or it just doesn't matter, right? So like totally put that aside and really let your kid lead, because when they're ready, it's not a hard process whatsoever, right? Is it a little annoying in the beginning? Whatever. Yeah, because they're peeing on the floor. It's just like part of it, the way I did it anyway, and I'll tell you how. But it honestly was very seamless, and it's because she was ready. So for example, over the summer, so like 5 months ago at this point, she had a yeast infection. And so we had to like air her out. She couldn't wear a diaper or anything, like 3 times a day for like 20 minutes. And so while we were doing that, I was like, oh, maybe I should just potty train her, because when she was airing out for 20 minutes, I had to keep saying like, oh, Maddie, if you have to go pee or poopy, like make sure you go on the potty. And we were doing this for a while. It was like such a long yeast infection because she was always in the water. It was so hard for it to go away because she was always wet. Anyway, so we had to do this for a while. So I was like, okay, I might as well just like try to potty train her. But she was not ready, because every time I was like, oh, let's go on the potty, she was fighting me on it. She didn't want to sit on the potty whatsoever. She was peeing on the couch. Like I put like towels down, but like I would air her out when she was like watching Miss Rachel or something, or just playing around wherever. Every time she pretty much peed on the floor. And so this wasn't just like once or twice. Like it was like many times. I was like, okay, she's just not ready. And I'm not like, why would I force her on the potty if she's fighting me when she's just not ready? She's like 2, a little over 2. I'm like, I'm just not gonna pick that battle. Like, why would I? So this time though was a completely different experience, which is how I knew she was actually ready. So the reason why I even started potty training, I was okay, now is the time, is because she was fighting me whenever I had to put her diaper on. She hated getting her diaper changed. It was a constant battle multiple times a day. I was just like, I'm done with this. I am not fighting you on the diaper multiple times a day anymore. Like there's so many other things that I can't control, of like, her having a big emotion about something. Like this is something that if you don't want the diaper anymore, okay, let's just get rid of the diapers. So it was the first thing that I was just like, okay, we have to start potty training because I can't do this anymore. And obviously you don't want diapers anymore. And the second thing was, at night before we go into the bath, we take her diaper off and she likes to run around naked. You know how they are. We would like dance and stuff, whatever. And when she would have to go pee, sometimes like she peed on the floor a couple times. She actually peed in my cozier slipper once. Different story. But she started going on the potty. Like we have a little potty seat. I don't have an actual small potty, and I'll talk about that in a second. We have like the seat that goes on the regular toilet bowl and a little step stool for her to get onto it. And she would start going on the potty for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks, randomly, not every night, but just like a few nights a week before going in the bath. So I'm like, she knows what to do. She's done it before. So let's just start and try. And I was like, and if she's fighting me on it, whatever, like I won't do it. But she wasn't. So that's how I knew she was ready personally. Also, as the mom, like you know, right? You could tell by how they're responding, how they're acting to things. Like, that doesn't mean that the second we started, she got it right away, but it just means that she wasn't fighting me on it and she got it, like she understood the process and she'd done it before. So I knew it was going to be like, I just knew she was ready. So that, again, that would be my first step for you, is really assess, do you think that they're ready or not? And if you don't know, you'll know once you start trying. Again, if they're fighting you on it, whatever, it's like, okay, let's just wait. Like why force them if they're fighting you on it? That's just my personal opinion. Okay. So the second thing, so here's like what I did. Oh, I'll start with the potty seat and I'll talk about the like method that I used. So I personally didn't get like a tiny little potty to put like next to the big potty in the bathroom. Number one, we don't have room for that in our bathroom. That's the main reason. But the second reason is because I didn't want to teach her on the little potty and then eventually have to teach her again to go on the big potty. And then the third reason is I don't want to clean shit and pee out of a little potty. Like, the whole point is like, okay, I'm done with diapers, I'm done cleaning that stuff up. Like, I just want to go in the pot in the big toilet bowl and flush it down. So it's because she poops so many times a day. She's plant-based, so like that fiber's got shit moving. So I'm like, I'm not interested in cleaning out this potty seat. So I'm just like totally bypassing that. So we just did the actual like potty seat on the regular toilet bowl. Got her like a little princess step stool she could step on. She has the Miss Rachel potty seat. She loves it. It hangs on the side of the potty, on the side of the toilet, so she knows to take it off, put it on. She climbs up, like, it's perfect. So that would be my recommendation. I would not recommend the little potty. If I bought the little potty, she probably would have preferred that because it's tinier, like maybe it's less intimidating. But then you have to teach them twice and you have to clean shit out of it. So I'm just like, I'm bypassing that issue. So that was personally how I did it. My sister recommended that to me. She was like, I would highly suggest not doing that. She has older daughter, one who's 10 and then son who's 6. So she's like done all this. She's like, I just would not do that. Like, bypass it. I'm so glad she recommended that because I'm just so happy that I didn't do that. So that's like how we do the potty like situation. And then the method I did was just took the diaper off and just let it ride. Like, I didn't do anything else. Like, literally, we're starting on Monday. I started on a day where I was like, okay, I heard it was like 3 days where you just have to like take the diaper off and they'll pretty much be good by the end of 3 days. So have it where like she's kind of home-ish for those 3 days. She kind of was home for 3 days, but kind of not. And I'll also talk about why I think that was a good thing because it got her peeing and going to the bathroom in other places, not just at home. But I just took her diaper off and I told her like, I bought her bluey underwear, mini underwear. So I was like, hey, we're going to wear undies. Like, we're so excited. She was so excited. Took the diaper off. Obviously told her when you have a pee-pee feeling, we run to the bathroom, like explain the whole thing. But she peed on the floor on Monday, like probably 4 or 5 times. And she pooped also in her underwear, I don't know, probably 3 times. Like she did, but then she also went on the potty maybe 3 or 4 times. So, or maybe no, it was more than that. I can't remember. It was probably pretty much half and half. Like, she peed on the floor, say 4 times, and she also went on the potty 4 times on day 1. And so, like, do I love that she was peeing on the floor? Obviously not. Thankfully, don't have rugs, so it wasn't like a big deal to clean up. But it was a process. So, like, in the beginning, get prepared to have a lot of extra laundry in the beginning because not only was then the underwear dirty, but then her pants, her socks, had to change that over, especially then she was pooping in her underwear. Okay, now we got to clean that out. Like, it's a lot of laundering in the beginning, but I personally think that that's a better method than just going straight to pull-ups because like pull-ups will feel like a diaper. You know what I mean? Like, I just want her to totally feel wet so that she could connect the dots of like, oh, if I pee in my pants now, like I get totally soaked. So I have to go on the potty. And it worked. The next day, she literally never had an accident again after day 1. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting her to still have accidents again after that. She literally never did again with peeing. So I'll also talk about too, like whenever she did pee on the floor, I never made it a big deal. I was just like, okay, let's go to the potty. Even if she was done peeing, like she'd fully released her bladder. I was like, oh, okay, you gotta go pee, let's go on the potty. And I would like run her, put her on the potty, put her there. And then I was like, okay, let's get you changed. Let's get new underwear. I would have her help me clean up just so she understands like, oh, when I do this, I have to go through this whole thing now. Like let's help me. She actually kind of enjoyed helping me clean up. The idea is that they don't like doing it, but whatever. So cleans it up. I never made a big deal like, oh no, you're not supposed to do that. Or oh, why would you pee on the floor? You're supposed to go to the bathroom. I never put emphasis on her peeing on the floor. I put emphasis on once we got on the potty, like, yay, we're on the potty now, okay? Next time, maybe we go on here a little bit earlier. Like, no big deal, let's change you. I just never made it a big deal. When she did pee on the potty, I made it a huge fucking deal. Literally, like, oh my, go Maddie! Flipping out like, woohoo! Dancing, clapping, oh my God! We have to call everybody. Let's call everybody. Let's call Daddy. Let's call Mimi and Poppy. Maddie did pee-pee on the potty. Like a huge production, okay? And also, whenever I went to the bathroom, I made it a big thing too. Like, oh, Mommy went pee-pee on the potty! And she'd come in, oh my God! And she'd clap for me, like making it a huge deal. And she's also very animated and very much like that, so I knew that would help her. And I also did too, like even leading up to her potty training, I'd always be like, oh, Mommy has to go pee-pee, I gotta run to the potty. And just like announce like, oh, Mommy has to go poopy, I gotta run to the potty. Like just so she got used to that and would hear that. And even still this week, she'll hear me going pee and she goes, Mommy, yay! She starts clapping. It's so fucking cute. But I made it a big deal and stickers. I just gave her stickers. Now, I didn't do a rewards thing for peeing, and I'll tell you what we ended up doing and why. But I think it could be helpful. But for her, I was just like, I'm just going to start it and we'll just do stickers. Like I just had stickers. She got a sticker every time she went pee-pee. And I ordered, because once she was like peeing and pooping a ton on Monday on the floor, I'm like, fuck, maybe I should get like a rewards thing for her. So I ended up ordering it on Monday. It came like Tuesday afternoon, but she didn't need it at that point. She was like already peeing totally every single time on the potty. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to introduce it for this then if like we don't actually need it. But she was still pooping in her underwear. And so, which I know that takes more time, but I was like, okay, I'll just use this, like, it's like an advent calendar with they have a whole bunch of different ones. By the way, I have a whole Amazon list of all the underwear, the potty seats, like I'll tell you everything that I bought. I have a whole Amazon list for all of it. I'll put it in the show notes. But this is like an advent calendar with little animals in it. And so I just did it for pooping. I was like, every time you go poopy on the potty, you'll get 2 animals. So so Monday we started potty training. She was still pooping in her underwear, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And at this point, I'm like, okay, Maddie, I understand, like they're nervous. I get it. I was like, just tell Mommy when you have to go poopy and I'll put a diaper on you. I'm like, I'll just put a diaper on you because I just don't want to be cleaning shit out of your underwear anymore. Okay. Like, I just don't want to be doing that. So just tell me, I'll put a diaper on you and like, we'll do that. But she would tell me and then she put the diaper on, but then she wouldn't go. And then I put the underwear on and then she'd go right in her underwear. And I'm like, okay. But whenever that happened, again, I didn't make it a big deal. I just said, oh, okay, let's go on the potty. And we would put the poop in the potty. She would flush it goodbye. We'd wash our hands, like the whole thing, and say, okay, next time, remember, if you go poopy on the potty, you get 2 animals. And I would show her, like, you get the pig and the cow. And when it first got it, she's like, I want them now. And I'm like, no, that's the whole point. Like, nope, you can't get them now. You get them when you go poopy on the potty. Friday morning rolls around. She's always in the bathroom with me in the morning when I'm going to the bathroom. So this wasn't different than any other day, but I'm going to the bathroom and I'm like, see, like, it's totally fine. Like, Mommy's going poopy on the potty. And then I was like, if Madison wants to try, you can go poopy on the potty. I was like, you'll get 4 stickers and 2 animals. I'm like really trying to amp it up. And she did. Like after I went, she's like, I have to go poopy. I said, okay, put her on. She started pooping. And ever since then, she's pooped on the potty, peed on the potty, have had no accidents. Like it was truly so seamless. To me, I think that's seamless. I was expecting a lot worse. The pooping, again, I thought it was going to take way longer than it actually did. It took 4 days. And then she was like, okay, like good, pooping on the potty. I do still put a diaper on her for naps and at night because I'm not fucking into that. I'm like, I'm not cleaning up pee in your bed every night or pee in my bed because she comes sleep in my bed. And it's not hindering her. She's still going all by herself. Every single time, pooping, peeing, like during the day, putting the diaper on her for naps in bed is not like slowing down her progress. So I'm doing that until she wakes up completely dry every nap and every single morning for like a month. And that has not happened yet. So once that happens, then I'll take the diaper away at night or during nap. But I'm just like, I just put it on her for that. And then once she wakes up, she knows, okay, we take the diaper off. She goes pee-pee and then we put her underwear back on and we're good to go. So that's personally how I did it. Now, I mentioned this before, but people say it's helpful for them like those first 3 days, just stay home, no pants on, just the underwear, like so they pee on themselves, whatever. That's how they get it. So Monday we were home all day. So that was like the first day. Tuesday, again, she was peeing all by herself on the potty. She was still pooping in her pants, but we had swim. We have swim every Tuesday. So I got a travel potty seat. Like it's like collapsible. So like I have it in the car if we have to like pull over, or if we're like on a walk or at the playground or whatever, I could just pull it out, pop it up, and she could pee right on it. So I have that, but I also got like a foldable potty seat to go over like public bathroom ones with also like a cover underneath it so their legs don't like touch the disgusting bathroom. So I told them, like, okay, we're going to swim class. We have your pink, and I always make it like a big deal. Like it's so exciting. Like we have a pink potty seat. Oh my God, your pink potty seat. And and the big, potty seat cover, it's a rainbow. It turns the toilet bowl into a rainbow. This is so exciting because it's like scary to go in a public bathroom. They're bigger toilet bowls. It's loud. They flush so fucking loud. So I'm like trying to make it like a really big deal. And so we went to swim. I didn't put a diaper on her in the car. I just always say, every time I go in the car now, I just always say, remember, Maddie, you're in your underwear. If you have to go pee-pee, mommy has a potty for you. So you can always go pee-pee. We always have a place. You just have to tell mommy. And I would like pull over and, we go to the potty. So wherever we are, I always remind her, like, you can always go pee-pee on the potty. I have a potty no matter where we go. So that helps her feel like safe and not just like, fuck, I have nowhere to go. I'm just going to pee in my pants. So we got to swim. She ended up going in the public bathroom there. Totally fine. Went to the library that day. She went to the bathroom in there. It was good. And then Wednesday she goes to my in-laws, and she was still pooping her pants then, but she still peed on the potty in there and everything, and it was fine. So I wasn't like, and in the car we went to the store, but I always make sure she pees before. Then we get in the store and I'm like, okay, remember, mommy has a potty seat. So like I carry it with me now. If we're going in the store, I have this like the foldable little pink potty seat, like suctions on top of the toilet bowl. I bring it with me with like non-toxic disinfectant wipes. I have it all on this list on Amazon. So I have everything just in case. And like, it is harder in some ways when we're like in the middle of the library or Home Depot. She's like, I have to go pee pee. I'm like, fuck, okay. I'm like, we're running through Home Depot. I'm like, let's go, let's get there. And we go into Home Depot, and then it's this. So this one time, when was this? This was Friday, I think. Yeah. Home Depot bathroom. It was like a huge bathroom. It was so fucking loud in there. It was constantly flushing, like it wasn't stopping. She was so scared, but I knew she had to go. And I was like, I have a diaper with me. Like, I'll just put it on you so you can go. So I did that for her. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I have to make the public bathroom thing like more exciting. And that's when I got the rainbow covered toilet seat cover. And now I tell her it turns into a rainbow. And then after that, she was fine and went in. Where were we the other day that she went in swim again in the library. Again, she went there and she was totally fine. And then wash her hands after, the whole thing. But I also always have with me 2 pairs of backup underwear and 2 pairs of pants and socks just in case. Because, accidents can obviously happen. So that's how we did it. And there's no like method to it. I just had her pee on herself and then made it a really big deal when she was peeing on the potty, had the stickers. The advent calendar I do think could be helpful. Again, I didn't start it with a pee-pee and then she didn't end up needing it, but I did it with a poop. So I was like, that's a great thing because now it's just focused on that. And I did 2 each time because she was so excited about it. And I think that's what really kept her pooping on the potty. So that's how we potty trained her. And it went really well. And again, it's like there's no race. It's really just following when your child is ready. Because again, when I tried over the summer, it was not this experience whatsoever. And I just don't think we should force our kids if they're not developmentally ready. And everyone develops things at a different time. In my head, I was like, okay, I'll have her potty trained by like 3. I'm like, I'll do it by the time she's 3. She's 2.5. She was ready. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. Like, I'm just going to bite the bullet and do it. Just get ready to do a lot of laundry that first week. Have everything that you need. And I'll put that list in the Amazon list in the show notes. So what that list has is these extra thick underwear. So it's underwear, but they're thick. So if they pee, it doesn't like fully go everywhere. Like it'll pee and it'll still come down their leg, but it's not like a huge puddle on the floor. It really absorbs a good amount. It would still like if they're sitting on the couch, it would still like get the couch, like, pee on it. So what I would do whenever she was sitting on the couch, she was watching TV, I put like towels and stuff on it just in case. For like when she actually never ended up peeing on the couch, but just in case I always laid it there. I just stopped that this week because I was like, okay, she's good now. But those extra thick underwear, I did mini and bluey. Those aren't organic, but I was like, I need to have that thick one there just for insurance. And then I got regular, like organic underwear that now I'll start putting her in. But I kept the thick underwear on for like this whole week, just in case, she did have an accident. It would just absorb it a little bit better. The travel potty seat, the public toilet bowl seat, toilet bowl covers. I have the Honest flushable wipes for when she poops, because like, I still think I need a wipe, not just toilet paper when she poops. And I have my regular wipes, but I don't want to always be throwing it in the garbage. Like I want a flushable one, especially for her if she wants to flush something. She's excited to wipe, flush it out. So I got Honest flushable wipes. I did get Honest organic pull-ups as well. Using whatever like diapers and overnight diapers we have left for the naps and nighttime. And then I'll switch to the pull-ups during nap and nighttime. The advent calendar with the animals. And then disinfectant wipes, these like non-toxic disinfecting wipes for like to wipe down, the toilet seat in the public bathrooms and stuff like that, and to wipe down the little potty seat that I use. I have those disinfecting wipes, and I always use my Travel Branch Basics hand wash to wash her hands. So I just have all that prepared. So I would say if you are going to start, get everything ready. Be prepared. Be prepared to do laundry a lot more than usual. I also have the Miss Mouth's stain remover for like if they poop in their pants, when they poop in their pants, to like help get the poop out and all of that. But that's how we did it. And it worked really well. I hope this is helpful. Again, I'm not an expert. This is just our personal experience of what we did. And I think the biggest things that helped was not making a big deal when she peed in her pants, and just like letting her, like having that happen, like not putting on pull-ups or whatever, just having her in underwear and having her get wet, making it a huge deal when she does pee, giving her a sticker, calling everybody like, oh my God, this is so exciting. And then doing the advent calendar for the poop, I think helped a lot, and having all that shit ready. And just like, I didn't put any pressure on it. I wasn't like, fuck, if she doesn't get this, I'm failing. I was just like, and I told myself when I started, if after 3 days she doesn't get it, I'm just not doing it. Then she does that, then means she's not ready. That's personally how I just went about it, because I'm like, again, I'm not going to force the issue. When she's ready, she'll do it. And she was. So assess how ready you think your child is. If you start and it's just like not going well for days on end, then just, either try a different strategy or call it a day and try it again in a couple months. They develop so quickly. This was just like, maybe I tried it back July, August, September, October, 4 months ago. She was totally not ready. Now she was totally fine. So, if it doesn't happen now and they're not ready, try in a couple months and they'll probably will be. You know what I mean? So that was that. Check out the Amazon list for all the stuff. If you have any other specific questions, you could DM me. But I hope this is helpful for you. Good luck with it. It's also so funny. I'm like so happy that that's like, we're done with that stage now and she's potty trained, but also was crying on the first day because I was washing her underwear and I was like, oh my God, I think it was the first time I was washing like little girl underwear. And I'm like, it makes it feel like she's not a baby anymore. Like I'm washing underwear. I mean, she's like a little girl. I was literally crying. My mom was like, there's something fucking wrong with you. But I'm like, it's sad that they're not, like, it's exciting that she's not in diapers anymore, but it's also sad that that chapter is over, And it's just like the duality of motherhood, as always, like so excited that we're out of that stage, but also so sad that we're out of that stage. And it just makes her feel like, even like in her pants now, her tight leggings, I'm like, oh my God, her cute little ass. Like you can see her little butt. It's just, she just looks older now when I look at her without a diaper on. It's crazy. And her bathing suit for swim without like the diaper sticking out, you just see her cute little butt in the bikini. I'm like, oh my God. It's just so crazy. It was so sad. I moved on from it. I'm not crying over it anymore. But in case you feel like that too, it's so normal. I also have so many packs of diapers left over. So it's the perfect time of year for it. Since around the holidays, I'm going to donate it. I'm keeping like the one that's already opened and just going through that for naps. And I'm going to donate the other ones because I'm like, oh my God, I have so many. And then I canceled my subscription. I was like, oh my God, awesome, saving all this money, but also so sad. By the way, I always use the healthy baby diapers. They're EWG verified. I love them. In case you still need them and you're just listening to this ahead of time and you want like organic diapers, they're the fucking best. I'll put the link to that in the show notes. I do have a code for you for that. I don't know what it is, but we'll put it in the show notes. Okay, that's everything. I love you. Hope this is helpful. Keep me posted on how it goes for you, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for being here. If you loved this episode and learned something valuable, please share it with a friend who you think would also love it, or post it on social media and tag me so I could personally say thank you for helping me spread this important message. I am beyond grateful to be here with you. So until next time, stay intentional, stay consistent, and always mind your hormones.